I think I videoed this, but just in case. Yeah, one of my projects was to put hay down into the walking paths. It was a lot of green starting to pop up, so yeah, I just put down, ideally I'd like to put wood chips in there, but I haven't gotten around to doing wood chips yet. So yeah, hey, and I think it looks a lot better with that hay in there. Really makes those cosmos pop, if you ask me. And I finally cleaned up around this rose bush. Man, there was a ton of Chinese privet growing up alongside there, and that greenbrier. And yeah, so I just cleaned all of that out. I tried to get the vines that were, there were vines weaving in and out of the rose bush from the greenbrier, and whew, that was a chore. I did that yesterday. But yes, that rose bush is cleaned out, and now I can start, thinking of ways to, train it and support it better and, take care of it. Then behind the rose bush, this is something I just did today, is I put another little garden bed there. I'm running out of spots that get good sun. This is one of the spots that gets decent sun. So I just raked up, I weed-eated it to get everything down as close to the ground as possible. Then I raked it up, and then I put a layer of hay there. And what I'm going to put there is I've still got about 30 gladiolus, and I need to get those in the ground and going. So I probably won't do that today. I should do it today. Okay, that's the garden bed I was just talking about, that I'm going to put some gladiolas. I've got other ideas also, but gladiolus there. And hey, it's starting to look a little bit better. I'm standing out in the lane. Next, I'd like to clear out that, area there by the tree. Just a bunch of weeds, and that is a rose bush. Next to that, that's a small spirea. And there are two of the spireas there. And then over there, and all that jumbled mess, is a forsythia, and then there's another rose bush. So I'd like to get all that cleared out, and won't make me any money, but oh well. But yeah, this place is starting to look, a tiny bit decent. Well, if you can look past all the old Chinese privet that's laying down there. I don't know what I need to wood chip it is what I need to do, but man, I'll get there. It's May and I need to get seeds in the ground. But yeah, my neighbors, when they drive by, they're driving by just a little bit slower these days. I think I'm noticing. And just wait until that, can you see that fence in there? Just wait until that's full of sweet peas. Yeah, man. Yeah. I did a little bit more weed eating in there. There's more irises. Oh, speaking of irises, yeah, I got to show you this. Those are iris seed pods. Irises produce seeds. I saw those and I'm like, what in the world is this? So I had to go look it up and do my research, and good thing I did. I've learned a lot more about irises thanks to that. So then I went out looking for more, and there aren't very many, unfortunately. There's another one here, a little seed pod. And what I've learned is the best time to dig up and separate irises is in the heat of the summer. So for me, that will be like late June, early July. And so I will be in this little patch here, which I'm surprised it, this one little patch is kind of off separate from the other ones, but it got pollinated. It's just like any other plant, and so those 3 seed pods in there, they all got pollinated. The thing about the seed pods is they are not identical to the plant that they grow on. So for instance, these were the two-tone maroon type irises. Well, it might have gotten pollinated by a white iris. So the offspring are going to be some, weird variation of two-tone maroon and white. And I guess that's how new iris people create their own irises and new ones are created and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, look for me towards the end of June, beginning of July to start digging up and separating these irises. And those seed pods are, man, that's going to be interesting to see, you know, what kind of crossbreeding happened. Okay, these are the purple and white irises that were out here by the Gladiolus, and there are 2 seed pods coming on that one. And I guess once they start to brown and crack, then the seeds should be viable at that point. And I'm just out here towards the front of my property. Those are Gladiolus, and they are just, they've loved the rain we've been getting the past few days, I think. That's the little patch I had up behind the tree, and then this patch is just going wonderful. There are, I counted earlier today, there are over 30. There are 26 that had sprouted last time I checked a few days ago. And now I think there's like 32 or 33 of the Gladiolus that have come up. So this is what is inspiring me to go ahead and put those other Gladiolus in the ground. Man, this place just turned into a jungle so fast. I'm lucky I've gotten control of as much of the sunny spots as I have. Still a lot of areas where I can plant, but I'm not doing too bad so far. I'm close to 1,000 plants or seeds in the ground, and that's just awesome. And I found a real fern. Cool. I love ferns. I've been keeping my eye out for ferns all over this property. I thought they'd be everywhere, but that is the first one that I have seen this spring. I haven't looked in the back of the property. I'm sure they're all over the place back there, but this is the first one in the front of the property I've seen. Oh yeah, and some of the zinnias are really looking more like zinnias instead of horrible transplanted. And is that a flower bulb getting ready to start? Holy cow. I might have my first zinnia flower here before long. That would be wonderful. You know, and those are probably the best ones. But these other ones, they haven't been transplanted that long, and they are getting healthier. So I take that as a good sign. I'm doing something right. Oh yeah, look at this big old mushroom. That's a new one. I don't know how many varieties of mushrooms I found on this place. Very interesting. And this is right next to that stump, and there's some type of fungus or mushroom coming out of there, and there are other types of mushrooms that have bloomed. Let's see if I can find one. Well, there's a tiny one right there. It looks like it's coming up, and another one over there. But yeah, there were little mushrooms coming out of the side of the stump also. And I don't know what that white stuff is. This is the one I attempted to, you know, put the Epsom salts in. Which, I don't know, maybe it worked a little bit. Maybe it's decaying it a little faster. And one thing's for sure, all these mushrooms are helping to, you know, break down that stump. Very interesting. There's a cool little flower that I just noticed this morning in there. Let's see if I can zoom in between the fencing. Sorry. Yeah, no idea what that is. Little white Medusa things coming out of there. What's up, Bob? You done taking a nap? You decide you want to follow me around? Oh yeah, a couple people in comments mentioned the peach tree is doing well. And yeah, there were a lot of folks that were telling me when I, you know, killed it that it would probably come back strong, and they were right. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if I get any peaches. Fifi, did you wake up from your nap finally? Yeah, you slept through the rain, huh? And it's cloudy and cooler now, so you can go trouncing around. She caught a mole or a vole. I didn't get that good of a look at it. It was small, so I don't know if it was a mole. Don't be, yeah, walk on the, yeah, those rocks I just kick there. Because I found 2 and 3 will scratch along the edge of the garden beds with the hay on them because there are tons of crickets in there. So I've just been kicking rocks along the edges of these garden beds because that's where they were doing it. And then I haven't had any more troubles with the chickens scratching through my garden beds. I'm lucky so far, I know. Oh, and another purpose they serve is I'm running that garden hose all over the place. So it's nice having a big rock on the corner, so when I'm, you know, yanking that hose around, it will catch on that rock instead of me wiping out the garden bed. What are you two up to over there? You know, before long I'm going to be planting in there, and you're not going to be able to do that, Bob. You either, Fifi. You got a whole thing of carpet there. Why you got to sit on the hay? Crazy cats. I thought it'd be raining by now. So, I'm going to go ahead and plant some of those gladiolas. Yes. I just put down, what? I just gave her a snack. I guess she filled up already. Looks like the rain is holding off, so I'm going to go ahead and plant some of these gladiolas. Right, number 3? You going to help? No? Alright. Oh, these are big value assortment 100 pack gladiolas, giant radiant mix. It's like pink and maroon and red and yellow and purple, and only one way to find out. Alright, basically all I'm going to do is put them on the ground. I raked, did I show you that? I don't remember. All I'm basically going to do is part the hay, put them on the ground, and hopefully that'll work. No cardboard, no newspaper. I will stack this up to a good 6 inches of hay. It seemed to work in the other place. They're coming up just fine. I think that other spot where I planted them has more moisture in the area because the weeds are a lot more prolific there. What am I getting poked by? But this is within range of my hose, so I will be able to manually water these, unlike those gladiolas. So I'm hoping they'll do just as well here as they're doing down there. Number 3, what are you doing on my truck? Are you trying to roost up in that tree again? Yeah, trying to get a better angle on that limb. Here we go. Oh, no, no, no. You've done it before, number 3. She wants to roost up in that tree again. She's been eyeing it for a good 10 minutes now. Okay, your math tells you get on that stump, and then, okay. No, no. No, a little bit, yeah, yeah. No. Yeah, right there, yeah, that'll do it. No, no. Yeah. Not today, number 3. You should have had an extra bowl of Wheaties this morning. Alright, time for plan B number 3. Have a good night.